What's up, beautiful people? It's Pretty Girl Love Shop content, and we have, of course, Detroit Kings in the building. What's up, Detroit?
Popping, what's popping?
Nothing much. We're over here talking about the finale of Rap. Okay, we gonna get into it. There's some talking points, so I'm not really gonna do a big blow by blow like we always typically do. So we're just gonna talk about the main things that have happened. Okay. But before we do, make sure y'all please like the video, subscribe to both of our channels. Of course, this season is ending, but we also cover other shows, such as Power Universe. And, we like to have, Team Toxic Talk. So we definitely do a lot. So please stay tuned to both of our channels because we definitely recap more things. Okay.
Facts.
Detroit.
Yes, ma'am.
We got to get into the episode. I'm going to just start off like pretty much. We started off with Gat being interviewed by Wallow. He's seizing the opportunity, I guess, off of Burna Boy.
He clout chasing.
Pretty much so. So he's giving, the whole, spiel or whatever. He trying to sell, his little story because he over there got music he dropped or whatever. What's up, Tamika? Thank you for coming through. So let's just get into this. We in the studio with Party, right? Partisan Fontaine. Of course, I just knew him through Meg, and I didn't really know much about his ability, but we learned. Well, I learned, through you as well, that he has a good pen. He's a good producer, right? So
Cardi B, Beyonce, keep going on.
Kanye, a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, what's up, DeMarcus? Thank y'all for coming through. So he's pretty much doing what I feel like a lot of producers do. They want to kind of tap in, get to know their artists, get to know their life, what's going on, so they can kind of, pull together and, create magic, if you will, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, Mia, I don't know. She just be aggravating me because she's so damn rough around the edges and so damn hood.
Yeah, she is.
Like, well, me and my baby daddy, we going through it. I've been messing with somebody we both knew. He started messing with. I'm like, girl, I cannot deal, Detroit. Like,
that's your girl though for you. That's her for you.
Oh my God! Like, I'm not saying everybody got to be all prim and proper, but it just be irking my nerves. Like, I guess you can't buy class. I guess, but
she could do better. But I guess she's not trying to.
But Detroit, I want your input on this, right? Because right after Mia was telling on her business, we heard I want to call him Cisco so bad. But Francois, he's always like trying to insert Shawna's business about being a scammer. He was like, yeah, tell him what's going on with Scam Town. I'm like, why do you think he keeps bringing that up, like blowing up her spot? Do you think he's trying to create like controversy and thinking to sell more records or trying to embarrass her? Like, what do you think?
I don't think he's trying to embarrass. I think he's trying to trying to get that clout up for, I mean, you know how he is, he all about that clout. He said, man, we need you to put that in that song and that clout. We good. We need them sales to go up.
Yeah, he's definitely giving shade room. Like, calm down. Like, I don't know, it's just aggravating me, right? But you're right. I figured it was more so because the whole, like, even later on in the episode, he was like, great job. You over here, causing traction, going viral. So he gets on my damn nerves too. But at the end of the day, he's, and to further like what you're saying, when they get done with the little session with Party, because they have a cute little song or whatever that they make it, I guess Francois trying to do this whole like, just they want to do mug shots and just go full throttle with this whole like, jail theme or whatever. But Shawna's not feeling it, but Mia, she's, at this point, she is what it is. Like, she gonna do whatever she needs to do.
Definitely is.
But I sensed a little jealousy when Mia told Shawna about the song with Courtney. She was like, yeah, maybe a little single. And Shawna was like, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, she did. I don't know though. I don't think she really jealous though.
I mean, I don't think it's like out of like maliciously being jealous, but I think it's one of those like, I hate to say naturally jealous, but you know how like a feeling may come when you're not necessarily a part of something, because I don't know, I could tell, like based on like the way she reacted, and her facial expression, like she was happy for Mia, but at the same time, it was one of those things, you know, when some people are happy for others, they kind of
Yeah.
it was more attached to that, you know, whatever's going on with them. I think it's more so with that, not really like heinous jealousy, but one of those like, dang, I wish I was part of this. Because even, you know, I feel like Mia kind of sensed it because she backed it up and said, well, you know, I told you to come, but you know, you was over there, you know, messing with Maurice or whatever. So, but it is.
She did the right thing by messing with Maurice though, because Maurice is about to snitch, probably.
Yeah, we're gonna get into Maurice because there's a lot going on. So let's
About
jump into
something though,
this damn
like
party, right?
can I
How do you
can
feel
I
about this damn?
oh can I say hold on,
Oh,
can I
go
say
ahead.
one thing? How you feel about Shawna though? You think you didn't like her this episode? Most people didn't like her this episode. They said she you know
Towards the
I'm
end,
I'm
right? When she had
yeah,
some.
towards the end, like is she the reason why they picked, you know, I ain't gonna get into it,
No,
but you
you
know,
good. I don't honestly. I don't have an issue with anything she did
me
or any
neither, to be
decisions
honest
that
with
she
you.
made. Well, no, I lied. I take that back. The only thing I didn't like that she did was she didn't show up to old boy's going away party. I feel like she should have just at least showed her face. Because I think at this point now is going to hurt her in a sense. But that's the only thing I wish she should have just decision she would have thought more on, because it's like we'll get into it, but they kind of had a text going back and forth, but she pretty much told him like, you know, my bad, you know, some things had happened, whatever. But you were just going viral on social media. Yeah, that's cool, but I feel like you could have slid past, you know, slid to his little situation with his family's house. You know what I'm saying? Just for a few minutes at that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think do you want to just go into the whole situation with the breakup, or do you want to like
Which one? Which breakup?
well, I call it the breakup when they broke up, when Shawna and Mia broke up with Chastity.
Since this episode wasn't really that good, why not? Why waste time, man? Why not, man? Why not?
All right. So let me just touch on a few things before we get there. So Melissa has this whole party, you know, a few conversations that was had. We'll get into that probably later. But in the midst of this whole day, Shauna gets a call from Francois, of course. She hears the song, loves the song. So, you know, of course, she's like excited, want to talk to Mia and Chastity about it. And of course, Francois was like, no, she ain't a part of my plan. Like I don't know, he was giving very much crazy a little bit. You know, he was like, she ain't a part of none of this, blah, blah, blah. And then, so we have Francois, Party Fontaine, and this fire song, I'm just saying. And then we also have Chastity with this whole Red Bull situation, which turns out that Chastity ends up messing it up. And we have a lunch with the girls. And now Mia is more so, what's up, Moochie? Mia is more so, you know, let's keep Chastity with us. You know, she's been with us. She's trying to be more loyal. But at the same time, Shauna has history with Francois as well. And we also have to take in account of like the events that occurred, you know, throughout the season, because honestly, I would say Francois probably, it's hard, like when you measure things, like who did more for the group, but because Francois' situation seems like a little more immediate, right? You know, they got a fire song, which most likely will turn into revenue, because we both saw Mia couldn't even afford a goddamn bounce house. Okay, so she broke as
She was
hell.
broke as a joke.
Yes, as well as Shauna. And then we
Yep.
have the situation with what we think is a situation with Alex and Red Bull. And, you know, and don't get me wrong, that deal is more of a long term, right? Or if you're not immediately just looking for a payday, you know, you get to own your masters, it seems like a 50-50 situation where you kind of have to invest in a sense in yourself. And, you know, it seems like more of a long-term thing, like you're going to get more in the back end, but Francois is more of a front end deal. So, of course, we have the decision to make. They end up cutting ties with Chastity. So how do you feel about it? Like, what their decision? Like, give me your thought.
They decision. It's kind of hard to be honest with you. I'm gonna try to look at it, not my perspective, Shawna's perspective, and Mia. Okay, they broke, so they think about the money. They got a hit song. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? That's all you need is a hit. But on the other end, they don't have a hit song. But if they was able to create a big song, they get 50% of that publishing,
Mm-hmm.
and they get Red Bull. So it's like, dang. It's like me personally. If I had to choose, I probably would go ahead and bet on myself and just make my own hit and and take the 50 the 50/50, because when it become a hit, I'm gonna get all that money back. But in their perspective, they ain't got they ain't got their money. They broke.
Yeah.
And there's no type of loyalty there because the manager they had, he did. I mean, now why I keep saying did, that's a woman, my bad. She did uh break into them dudes' car and got the money, paid for lunch, hotel. She did do a job. But hey, man, when you got a ghost one of the top five ghost writers and you hear that hit, man, I guess you have no choice but to take the hit.
Yeah. Yeah, this was tough because I would have loved like Chastity to be along for the ride. But it's
Mm,
tough.
mm,
It's
mm.
tough. There's no like easy way to go about this. But there's so many different factors involved. If I had to choose,
Ooh,
honestly, I would probably just looking at everything. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And Mia and Tamika, I wanted to bring that point up too. Tamika said Mia did that because Lamont dissed her. You know, the whole
That's
chassis situation was it they kind of wanted Lamont. That was one thing, and then the chastity situation, there was no guarantee on money. So even, Shawna was saying, like, what's the point in making music and nobody gonna be able
right,
to hear it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
it sounds good that we over here got full control, but full control over what? Like, we don't
right.
have nothing. We not in nobody's studio.
Yeah,
They probably would have had to been able to come out of the pocket to help with studio time, video. Like, they don't have enough to pay their bills or, a bounce house, let alone funded,
yeah.
no, I'm saying, record situation. So it was
That's a
hard.
fact.
And I probably would be like, all right, once we get on or once, we get a little check, we gonna throw you something to the side, Chastity. But like I said, it's a hard call, but it's a business of, you know, who you know. You
I
know what I'm
gotta
saying?
say something. I have to say something though. Shout out to Moochie and Tamika though. Appreciate y'all supporting us. But Lamar played a key role, man. If he would have took Mia back and went to the studio, they would have picked. They would have picked the old girl. They would have picked their old manager. He was the key. Only
Probably.
reason I say it was a key because the man. You can say what you want to say, but the man, his beats are crazy. They could have cooked up something real good.
That's
They
true.
and they had a studio too. But when
Yeah.
he said no, she was like, nah, we ain't got no studio or nothing. We got to go pick. We got to go. We know, like in Zeke voice. I think I got to pick what I know.
That's true, right? But at the same time, they both were on the fence because being and Shauna both had reasons to go with each person. But I feel like the Lamont thing kind of, swayed Mia on, to kind of go with the whole chastity thing, or to kind of
Right.
go with letting her go. But
But
I didn't like the way that Chastity pretty much lied to them girls. She was pretty much saying, hey, I worked out a way to where they're going to give you the highest paid, the highest advance that they ever paid new artists. I figured something out for Lamont. Like Chastity was lying her ass off about that situation. So if you
yeah,
even would have
about to
chose
do
Chastity,
that.
you would have been stuck like Chuck because she lied. That's
Right.
the whole thing. Granted, she brought the situation to them, but they had nothing to go to. Of course, they don't know that, but
Mm-hmm.
it was just frustrating with me because we see now Chastity seem like she going behind their back, and I could say you being hurt, but
Mm.
you didn't have you knew you after you didn't have nothing lined up for them.
Yeah, they ain't have no song to go with that deal neither, though.
They didn't have nothing. They didn't have no
Mhm.
deal. I mean, she messed up the deal when she, pretty much bombarded in the lunch with Alex and her boss. She effed up being impatient.
Yeah, she
Granted,
did.
She
she showed a sense
definitely
of
messed up.
urgency, but she effed up. But that's
She,
the thing that kind of pissed me off about her feeling like she needed to get back. Yeah, I understand you hurt, but you didn't have nothing to get. You lied to these girls' face before they broke up with you.
I mean, even though they don't know that, but she definitely
No.
did.
What you
It's
say?
bad out here for her. I said, even though, my bad for cutting you
No,
off, but
you
I
good.
said, oh, okay. I said, even though they didn't know that, you know what I mean? She still lied to them though, right?
Yeah.
You see, I mean, they both not. I don't know, man. She's a good manager, but she's not really a manager. She a pimp. You know what I mean? And the other dude, he's a good manager, but he kind of like Puff Daddy, man.
Hey, Monique. Yeah, he's definitely giving Puff Daddy vibes. He always, trying to do the most. But
Yeah, man.
that was hard. That was definitely a hard choice for them. Um,
I don't
I'm
think it
just
was no
curious
hard choice
now.
for them. I don't think
Mhm.
it was no hard choice because they shoot. They went on and got happy and went with him.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it was hard for them to have that conversation with because they really didn't want to
Oh,
let. I feel like if they could have made a way to keep Chastity and the deal, one of the deals, they would have did it. The whole time, Shawna and me is like, okay, we got to share what, we got to include Chastity. We got to include her. We got to include, they always wanted her to be included, even though and in their heart, they felt like they needed someone more seasoned and, more developed in the game.
man.
she got beat up
Mm-hmm.
and she lost her artist. She down bad, man.
I mean, she still got her hoes though.
She do, but they
even though
can't
she
bring in
wanted
no money.
even though she wanted a way out, that's not something she truly wanted to do with, be it them. It's
Yeah,
just a means to an end or whatever. But the question is, Detroit, we see her at the end of the episode talking to Gat. So do you
Ooh,
think, because I'm like asking myself, like, what information could she be doing, giving Gat to kind of help her leverage or whatever? So I'm like, okay, she could tell Gat about the whole scamming thing with Shawna, but some people already kind of know it because they was kind of blasting her on social media, even though they don't know everything. But what do you
yeah.
think that, what the
Uh,
conversation with Gat and
we would
Chastity?
not. I hope it be a season three. I'm praying for him to get a
Hey,
season three
Ina.
because I would love to know, but we would never know. I mean, she a pimp. She's a man. She's a pimp. She's
Mm-hmm.
a street. She from the streets. Why would
Mm-hmm.
you be telling another person because you low key snitching?
Yeah.
And he supposed to be some type of gangster rapper, right? So he be snitching. I would think she would be trying to manage her. Don't you think that?
Yeah. Or manage well, he's managing Raina, the Caucasian chick.
Yeah.
So I don't know what avenue. Maybe it would be weird. And it would be weird that she'd be like, okay, I got a bomb producer, Lamont, and Lamont go over there.
I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Lamont gonna probably end up. He might end up working with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
Lamont told her about herself though. Lamont told her about it. So Lamont was like, no, he didn't give in.
No.
He did. He said, forget this. I'm done with you, man.
You know what I think was part of it? That conversation from the argument from the studio when
Hmm.
she pretty much, because when you like berate a man or try to make him, and women are sensitive too, but men are sensitive as well. And I feel like certain men have certain trigger points. So when she kind of threw in his face, like, dang, I'm the one, that hooked you up with Courtney. Like she kind of made like, dang, I did this for you. Like you wouldn't be where you at, if it wasn't for me. When
Yeah.
she said that, he was done. You know what I'm saying? So anything that has her in some type of, business with him and causing any leverage, he not going to be a part of it. She effed that up.
He, Lamont was already emotional anyway, to be honest with
Oh
you,
yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
her. So it was
That was like the
it
last
was a
nail in the
wrap.
coffin.
Facts. I feel bad for Lamont, man, but he don't have to he don't have to worry about her no more. Let her do her. You got a new girl. Worry about you and your girl and your daughter, and that's it. She good now. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Let's touch on well,
Worry
before we
about
do, we
paying
have
no. You ain't got to worry about paying no light bill for $20. Shout out to PG for saying that. But you ain't got to worry about that.
I'm done with you.
She got her own money.
Oh gosh. Well, we gonna see because we just hope everything fall through with the situation. But yeah, we got to see what Chastity, we get to see a season 3, what Chastity ends up doing, Now let's go into, because we're kind of talking about the future. We'll touch on the party later. But we also see this whole thing through the episode with Maurice and Shawna, right? So we see them first in the episode. They're in bed, look like he get his last little situations in before he go in. And so he invites her to the family event, his little going away party. So she off rips like, hey, I have a prior engagement, Mia's daughter's party, but I'm gonna try to come through. But at first she was like, well, you sure? Because Stanley don't F with me. But he was like, I don't care, still come, right? So when she's at the party, she texts him, hey, I'm on the way. What would you like for me to bring? So, we see that, and then the whole thing with back and forth with Gat and social media kind of goes viral. And I guess she loses track of time, right? Because the next thing we see is Maurice coming home, and he's calling Shawna, and she's not answering. And then he looks at the text messages, and she was the last person that text. Like, he didn't respond to that text when she asked, hey, what should I bring, right?
Right.
Then he was about to text her like, yo, where you at, whatever. And then he goes on social media, sees her post to Gat, and then right when he sees her post, she texts him like, hey, well, no, I guess he did send the text about where you at, because she said, hey, some things got, I got caught up in the day, something popped off and I can't make it, right? And then she ends up calling him the next morning. He didn't answer. And then he tells Stanley, like, hey, I never deleted the text. And then we see him getting booked. And of course, Stanley, he happy, he was excited. So that's kind of like the thing that went on with them two. So let me ask you, like, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like she was wrong for not showing up? Like, did she make any wrong moves? Like, what do you think is going to happen?
She didn't. She could have took him to the prison wherever he's at. She could have took him there. She could have She could have went over there for about 2 hours. Then she should have been over there the whole day, because you would be locked up too. He basically stopping you for getting locked up. Yeah. So she should have went over there, ASAP, and she should have took him to the prison thing. And then she need to. I don't know if it's going to be no season 3. Hopefully they get a season 3. I think she should save her money and put money on his books. And when he come home, he got a house and a car. That's how you show your loyalty.
Yeah. That's the thing that pissed me off, because it's like, girl, even if, let's say, the situation with his family house is over with, my bad. Let me come over to you. Let me come over tonight. Cook you dinner, or rub your feet, or do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let me get the toes right, because they ain't gonna be tended.
Right.
Hopefully they're gonna be tended to while you in the prison. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's my thing. Is like, don't let. I don't know. I'm just the type of person. You don't want to leave a bad taste in somebody's mouth, especially if they low key got your life in hands. Because even though you don't know he truly deleted those recordings, just off morality, like, he kind of should have stopped it a little bit. Like,
she should have let him smash one more time.
Yes, Monique, Shawna can be selfish. And I also wanted to bring up the conversation they did have in bed earlier that day, right? Because there was a couple of clues I feel like he got as well, because, she was, talking about, hey, as soon as Mia understands the plan, or, the thing I have about the group, what I, have planned for us, will be good. And so Maurice asked, like, hey, is this a good thing for you, or for me, or for the group? Like, he was kind of, I think, low key kind of checking her temperature and how she rolled, whatever. She was like, well, it don't matter. I'm convince her that it's a good idea for her. So that kind of, for me, when I have conversations like that with people, I feel like the way I see somebody treating one other person, like it lets me know where I may stand. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
So you think she did him dirty?
I don't think it was intentional at all. I don't think she meant to, like, I just feel like her priorities is effed up, and I think she low-key took the situation for granted. Like, yeah, he said he got you.
Burner Boy. She was my bad. I'm sorry, because she was worried about Burner Boy instead of going over there. But Burner Boy got her low-key hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you got plenty of days to do what you got to do with this group. You literally have hours to show and prove to Maurice, like, that's the least you can do. You broke, so at this point you can't even send him nothing because you ain't got nothing to send. I mean, when we sign some, checks over, we would go to the bank, yes, but who knows how many months that can be.
To be honest with you, she did the man dirty on that, bro. She should have been with him the whole time, man. The man got, how many years you got to do? Like 2 years?
I think he said a year, some change. I can't remember. He said the months, but it was less than 2 years. It was like a year, some change. Yeah. Monique said Shawna got caught up in the moment in herself. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's cool. You can get, take a little, situation you got going on, but you can't forget this man because he told you time and time again, he's dealing with this alone. He ain't got nobody to cry to talk to. You supposed to be, there for him, his friend, or whatever y'all supposed to be. And on that, you low-key like what you consider that, like a cold conspirator?
Yeah, I mean, she was helping him. She was doing it, right?
No, she was. Well, you were talking about scamming or the being there for him?
I mean, both. I mean, she was scamming them. I mean, not scamming him, but she was scamming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like she should have just this one night is gonna F up the rest of the night. Because I feel like now, and this is the thing too. He can kind of like absolve himself from the situation because he was like, man, I just gave Stanley my phone. He found some way to, dig up the stuff or whatever. Like, he can play dumb and play innocent if Stanley decides to go ahead and turn those recordings over to the authorities.
No, because but that won't work though, PG, because number one, you gotta have a lot. I don't know about Florida State, but some of those states don't allow you to play recording in there in court. You have to have permission, and the man already doing time. So I mean, they don't care. They just want they don't care nothing about that, man.
Yeah, I get what you're saying too, because there are different states have different laws, but I do feel like Stanley and them, they know their state, so I'm trusting that they wouldn't be recording if they didn't understand the law in their state. Like, I feel like they wouldn't be wasting their time if they knew it wouldn't be worth anything in their state. You see what I'm saying?
Man, no, I'm gonna say it, man. They are dumb. They don't know no law.
So you think they just not doing their like due diligence?
Yes, they just sitting there, just being over emotional, not taking responsibility for scamming, and they want to just get her pinned up. Well, all of them should. I mean, they both should be. Let's be honest. Shawna should be in jail too.
All of them, yeah. All three of y'all. Shout out to Birdman.
You took the charge already. Yeah. As long as she come get you, even if she don't come get you from prison, I ain't about to sit there and snitch on nobody, man. I did my time. What that's gonna do for me?
Yeah. The only thing I could think of too, and shout out to Monique, she kind of touched on this a little bit. She said they would care when they see her blowing up. Now they can kind of use this as some type of leverage to extort her. Like, hey, I could go ahead and turn over these recordings I lied and said I, gave up or whatever. Run me my money. Like, give me some bread to be quiet.
And it could be, and he could go in low key, even if he went to jail, he took a plea deal. I about guarantee you, he didn't tell everything he did. He didn't tell that people what he did. So if he do that, she could go on a limb and told him and say, I didn't do that. He the one was the main person that organized the whole thing. He could go right back to jail.
Yeah, that's true.
Why would you want to do that? They gave you a plea deal because you took it. You took the plea deal. If like that'd be dumb. Like, why would I be wanting to get in motion and being snitched over a year? I should have just went on and snitched on it then I won't have to go to jail.
Man, Detroit, the way Maurice been crying this past couple, I don't know if it's the acting or what, bro. I be dying laughing when he be over there crying, bro.
It's the acting,
bro. I just don't know, bro. Like, you
terrible.
like, please do better.
Hit that like button for PG. Hit that like button for because we don't know. We don't know if this coming back. Hopefully it is, but boy, HBO has been down bad this year, bro.
Facts. Tamika said, any elevation, anyone, it's Shawna is envious. She feels she is a real artist. That is true. I do feel like Shawna do think she, of course, better than Mia, especially when it comes to the talent, if you will.
Really is.
So she is better than her. The only thing is Mia has the it factor. She got they love that ghetto-ness, and she got a better. She's super thick, so she got the better talent, but she just don't have the it factor. Mia has the it factor. That's why that's why they form together, and it works out.
Yeah, she's stalwart.
Because if you look at the City Girls, JT got the skills, even though she tries, but she got the it factor. Yeah. What's the girl? Carisha has the Carisha has the it factor, and then JT has the skills, so it match up real good.
Yeah, it's a balance. It's a balance. Let's talk about this party just a little bit. There's a couple things I want to talk about in terms of Melissa's B-Day party. So the mere fact that Mia nor her mama had enough for this goddamn bounce house. She was like, "What? I got gas. I got a cake. Oh, it's the gas. Like we ain't have no party if I'm that down bad. Me and you gonna go to the movies or something, baby girl. Because what we not gonna do is be embarrassed up in here. But
hold on. I gotta say, remember last week? Oh yeah, when people were saying Lamont was broke, but I'm my bad for coming. I'm gonna let you.
No,
say
you
what
good.
I have a lot to say about that.
Go ahead. Let's go.
Go ahead, go. Yeah, I just thought about this. Thank you. You got it.
No, I wanted because we touched on some things about Lamont, right? So Lamont did help out. I'm sorry, I wasn't even going through the photos, whatever. Anywho, so Lamont, he helps out because of course, that's his baby. Of course it was no problem. He's like, I got you. I can go ahead and help out with the bouncy house. Whatever. I don't even know. I can't even think it's no more than $75. I done never rented one, but I can't imagine it's too much, right? So Mia and her friends have a conversation, right? Because she is salty because Tiffany showed up at the party. Of course, she's hating. And this is one thing before I get into Lamont. This is one reason where it's funny the way when it comes to at least females, and I think males too, like your friends will low-key tell you how they feel about you and not realize it. So when they was in a little pavilion, when they see Tiffany, they was like, oh, look at the family man, and Nelly was like, yeah, he doesn't think he leveled up. So Mia was like, what you mean leveled up? You think he leveled up? She's like, oh no, girl, that's what he probably think. But I was like, I already caught that. It's just that subtle shade that friends be giving you. But you got to peep those type of conversations with your friends because they be kind of telling you what they think about you.
You gotta watch it though.
No,
you gotta watch that. Them friends could mess you out of a potential husband, wife, or whatever. You can't be looking. You can't be listen to them all the time.
That's facts. But so I think I want to say her name is Lisi or whatever. She was like, okay. Because we see Mia was over there sulking over Lamont and his girlfriend. But she was like, okay, let's get a little history lesson, okay? Because, this is the same Lamont that was, playing you when you was pregnant. Back in the day, he would go, come in and out weeks at a time, say he was at the studio, he wasn't really doing much. And so of course, we have the two friends. They're kind of having different ideas, right? But let's say Melissa is 7, 8, right? This was Lamont 7, 8 years ago, and I feel like he's grown and matured because even when he got upset with Melissa hitting and low-key slapping Lulu, the little girl, it's not funny, but it's funny. He was like, "I ain't what you trying to instigate this fight? Like, this ghetto BS. Like, I'm not about this. Like, you could tell maybe in the beginning, he's like, damn, I don't know. We don't know if they was really in a relationship or he just smashed a stripper. We don't know the ins and outs of their history. This is what they gave us in terms of Lamont being iffy about it. But we know at this point he has grown to be a good father. It's giving Marvin vibes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
he's at a good place. So, because everybody was speculating, about Lamont and, whatever it is. But we do get some background on him. He seems like a great dad now, at the very least. It probably
what was they speculating? What was they speculating about, that he was broke?
Well, remember last week, we was talking about, we didn't know financially, his status, and we didn't know or didn't get much background on him and his history as being a father. Like, we were just speculating a lot because we don't see too much or didn't know too much about the past several years with them co-parenting.
I didn't do that. I told you he was a good father, and I told y'all that he gave her $10K. And I mean, if he's so broke, why is he pulling out $10K like it's nothing? A newsflash, everybody, don't matter what profession, if you're a basketball player, an artist, or whatever you do legally, $10K is no chump change. You give somebody $10K or $20K, that ain't giving nobody no $200, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it was $10K he gave her, but it was.
He gave her $10K. He gave her $10K.
Okay, I'll have to go back, but I didn't think it was that much.
Season 1, he gave
her
$10K.
I remember the situation when he got the little deal, but I didn't think it was $10K. But y'all can let me know in the chat if y'all can confirm whatever. But I know he got a certain amount, and he gave her a good bit of it. But
he gave her a good bit of it. That's why she let him smash.
You got to thank the man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she better thank him.
You got to say thank you.
Because Tamika White was on here on your comments, basically saying that he was broke and he didn't bring nothing to the table. But if he was so broke and didn't bring nothing to the table, why did he just pay for what needed to be paid for that Mia and her own mother couldn't pay for it? I'll wait.
No, I definitely was.
Oh my God.
I was happy to see Lamont and him doing the things he, needs to do as a father. It's just, and the fact that Mia had to ask him for help with the bounce house, like, you could just tell, like, she hated asking him because you low-key looking dumb. You over here trying to shade him when you trying to mess with these ballers or whatever, but these ballers ain't here helping you pay for this bounce house.
Oh no, they definitely ain't about to help you. If them panties ain't coming off, I don't got nothing to do with you. That's what basically they saying. I didn't put this stuff. I'm not a writer. I'm not on the show. This what I'm presenting to every Thursday. What they telling me Mia's about. I can only go by what I see.
We already know she is all about seducing and scheming. Okay. And she goes where them dollars at.
And where them dollars at? When them draws come off, everybody goes to the everybody goes to the club.
But it was, how do you feel, right? When after like the situation, they had a conversation and she was like, I miss you. Like, how do you feel about when she said that to Lamont?
I don't believe nothing that woman said.
I do feel like, it's not genuine because we already know. The only reason why she's soaking over there because Lamont got somebody that's just as good as her. You know what I'm saying? And her roster is down. She got to start from square one now because, Courtney, he looked like he depressed over, Burna Boy. And then, oh boy, no cash.
Yeah.
He ain't really got no cash.
No, he ain't got no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
looking
Bad.
how do you think if we get a season 3? Like, what will we see out of them in season 3 out of Mia and Lamont?
They're gonna be one of the biggest artists in Miami, and they're gonna get on a national sale, and then they're gonna get into a lot of arguments, disagreements, and Lamont might come up. Lamont might be the producer of the year. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do feel like he's gonna definitely get on his own because it ain't like he's not talented. He helped them with their, upcoming hits. So
he
he just need the
did.
We
opportunity.
did.
And then that may work out because he produced the track that her and Courtney had, and if that's a single, that's his little segue right there.
Yeah,
I mean that single blow up, he gonna have to deal with his baby mama because
Yeah.
regardless, he's gonna deal with her anyway. But on a business level, he might have to share that money with her.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't think it will be too much of an issue. I think she's gonna be more mad that he got a whole girlfriend. She gonna get her feelings involved in the business, and he gonna be done with her. I don't know. I can low key. I can a small part. Well, not right now. I'm about to say a small part of me can see him like. I want to say give her another chance, but I can't see that right now. That would be like 20
You want
years.
Lamont to give her another? You want Lamont to give her another?
No,
chance?
I didn't say I want to. I said I can see it possibly, but I had to take that back. I don't think that I had to take that back because not really, not at this juncture. Maybe 10 years down the line, but because I don't think this whole thing with Tiffany is going to last. This new chick, because one, do you think his daughter mainly is not liking her only friend because she feels that her only friend and her mom is kind of taking away from her daddy time? That's what I feel like.
I mean, that might be true, but her mama ain't really helping. Like
Oh
she
no,
making it
definitely
worse.
not.
She
No, but
making
she
it
was
worse.
kind of. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna be honest. No. I'm just saying I don't really care about that stuff, man. Like they keep showing this co-parenting stuff, which is good. You know what I mean? Like stop bringing the kids into that into y'all mess, and because it's gonna clog that young lady's head.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely getting messy because last episode Mia said like, "Dang, you ever her only friend's mom?" Which that's not the most horrible thing. I just think it's getting cloudy now because Melissa is feeling away because yes, she's spending more time with her only friend, but her dad is normally occupied. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really have it because she said that with her mom, like it's supposed to be Melissa, me time. So that
Man,
could
this
be 50.
to my bad.
No, you
To
good.
me, this episode was too rushed. If you ask me, I thought it should have been at least an hour episode, just this one time, because I think they could have told more about about Shawna, about Maurice. You know what I mean? Like I think like being 25 minutes an episode for this one, it's not good enough. You know what I mean? We might not even see them on the TV screen no more. You see what I'm saying? So y'all at least could have gave them like me personally, if this don't come up back on Max, I think she should put this on Netflix or something like that. This show right here, y'all might laughing, but seriously, this show be good for stars. This is the type of shows that they need.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I feel like any show would, any platform would be good for this show. It's one of those shows where it can kind of fit anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Hey Sheena E, thank you for confirming. You said he sent her 4K. I just looked. Thank you, love. But that's still a good amount of money. I feel like he got 10K or 8K and gave her 4. I feel like he definitely gave her a fair share. Because he like that. He grew up. Maybe he was kind of like that when he was young, but he probably ain't had as much bread and much opportunity. So
facts.
It is what it is.
I think some woman, and I'm not making an excuse for the brothers, you know what I mean? But I think that some women be trying to make these dudes like want them to be multi-millionaires, be millionaires, be thousandaires. Well, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta think about it. Everybody ain't gonna be a billionaire. Everybody not gonna be a millionaire. As long as he's working and he's not like, I'm just talking about the woman, if this the type of man y'all want. As long as the brother's working and he's not struggling to make ends, I respect, give the brother a chance. Like, if he's able to, he got 2 cars, he got a nice house. I don't know what the woman like. I think, I'm a man, so I don't know, but I'm assuming that some women love a dude that they got a hair a certain type of way, nice fashion. What I mean, you don't want no dude to be no bum. So if he dressed the way y'all want him to dress, he's not boring and he's working and he's not struggling to pay his rent and he ain't begging you for no money. That's the type of dude that you should be trying to get with. In my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, not saying this is a new ideal, but it just seems like in the past 5 years, it just been an influx of girls just looking for the bag, looking for the man with the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, that's a small percentage of men
That's
that's
true.
really going to be making the amount of money that a lot of these, I'm just going to call them gold diggers, are looking for. Now, I guess there's nothing wrong with looking for a man. Well, if you want to be a cat woman, there's a lane for that too, because I feel like, and I've known
What's a
cat
cat
women.
woman? What's a cat woman? What's a cat woman? Put me
A
on
cat woman
game.
is a woman who just wants to be a wife, and not really necessarily have to work. Like, she's with an affluent man, and
Okay.
she's doing the things she needs to do around the house, tidying up, the traditional like woman role. But some women want to be kept women and still have a housekeeper and the cook and all that too. They just kind of want to be kept.
Got you.
That's the whole thing. They just want to be the arm candy. But realistically, and just looking at the facts, most women in most households are making just as much or more than men. You know what I'm saying? And so it's tough out here. I just feel like nobody should want to settle. But at the end of the day, men and women both need to be realistic, especially with what we're dealing with now with inflation and just the way of the world. Like, finding a man that's a millionaire, that's hard. But at the same time, and I don't hate to bring money into as a factor, but when a man is keeping you in a sense and just giving you money, normally that comes with something. Like, I had a homegirl where she just had to pay for groceries and the cable bill. But you know what? Every time there was an argument or an issue, he always threw that in her face. Like, oh, you just do this, you just do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't have no control or no real power in decision making in a marriage, because he always threw that money and financial card in her face. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful who you're looking for, in terms of relationship, because it may sound cute and good before you get into it, but you just have to understand what certain perks come with.
Yeah, that's a fact, though. I'm not saying that you ladies to go with a dude, be with a dude that's broke. Never do that, but don't be thinking that you looking at Love and Hip Hop and all these shows. I don't look at Love and Hip Hop, so I don't know what's going on there. But
they
I'm
all broke
assuming,
anyway.
huh?
They all broke anyway. But go ahead.
They is all broke. They getting about $5,000 an episode. So if you think you're gonna be sitting there coming up and trying to get all these basketball players and football, whatever you do, you do that, but just know you're gonna come with stress. They're gonna cheat on you. They're gonna go to another city and they're gonna do the same thing. So just go ahead and get you a working class man that's gonna sit there and that love to do things, that love to dress nice. That's what you want. And you could be happy like that. Why are you so worried about, what I mean, with the man, how much he making? He might be a millionaire. You never know. You got to give people time. People act like it's you could be a millionaire overnight. Like, no, that ain't true, man.
That is true. I think social media has a lot to do with it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. You good.
But yeah, I think social media is a big part. People just seeing, a lot of people are just flogging and lying on social media. And then people also have to realize what real money look like. Real money ain't necessarily 2-3 chains dripping. Like, that quiet money, dudes just be wearing nice t-shirts from Target. because they
Mm-hmm.
keeping their real money in the bank. They're not spending it on frivolous things or things you could visibly see.
Right.
Like all that get caught up. Like people get caught up in what they see. Like no, that nothing. And I don't know because I'm getting older, but like just like I think we was talking about it last week. Just to see people like Rick Ross or just rappers, it's just that shit ain't cute to me. Like you just, and especially if you're over a certain age. If you young, all right, you want to spend your money dumb, that's fine, even though it's not. But if you 40, 50 plus, like I don't want to see you talking about money every time you get on the internet. Unless it's
Right.
you donating money, even though I kind of think that's kind of weird too when you always talking about you know, I hate when people promote certain things. Like if you're gonna do something nice to me, you don't have to like show it or promote it. Like, hey, look at me, I'm
Right.
a good person. Like I just feel like that's kind of weird. Even though I do feel like you can promote certain things that you do in terms of community service and stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like it's mad whack for the way you dudes just behave on it, and that's women too. Don't get me wrong, because I'm tired of seeing ass cheeks everywhere. But
Right. That's a fact.
I just feel like in general, like this whole dating pool is trash, and I'm glad I ain't got nothing to do with it no more.
Man, you got a whole bunch of people. You got like everybody want to be an IG model or whatever like that. You even got Delta, the ladies that, what I mean, that work for Delta, Southwest, what I mean, whatever airline y'all go to, they have, and shout out to them for, serving us burners or something to eat, whatever you go for, first class or whatever you do. But them ladies be on there, just be sitting there taking pictures of their outfits, they dress and everything. I'm like, bruh, y'all supposed to be sitting there working, and y'all sitting there on the internet, sitting there, like, I'm like, they'll do anything for a bag
Yeah,
to try to get money.
yeah. I don't
It's
understand
sad
why
out here, man.
people just, and don't get me wrong, nobody wants to live a regular, boring life. People want to be able to travel and do things, but you
Uh-huh.
can't do that and both live normal, have work normal jobs. Like me, when I was in the dating pool, long as you ain't asking me for money and you able to succeed and take care of yourself, I don't care. As long as you had a car and had a job and a decent place to, stay, we could kick it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't over here, scratching talking about you need $20. Now don't get me wrong, this nah, I
Oh,
wouldn't do
dang.
that. But I'm just saying there are certain situations where, because I'm
Let's
like,
go, PG. Let's get it, PG. PG about to go off.
like I couldn't see that. I ain't never had no situation no man was asking me for no money. But if I had to, if there was a weird situation or something sudden came and he needed some help, depending on how me and his rapport was, I don't mind like helping every now and again, but it ain't gonna be
Right.
no
That
everyday occurrence because you got to be careful with people like that too.
I'm
But
off the script though. I'm off the script because this episode to me, I'm just being honest, it wasn't that good. It was the worst episode. Like man, I'm just sorry, Linda. I'm not Linda Well. I'm so excuse me, not Linda. Oh no, Isha Ray, I apologize. You ain't no terrible, right? I'm sorry. I apologize for saying that woman, the other woman's name. But this for Rap Ish. This was the worst episode for season 1 and 2. Man, this is terrible. This was terrible, but as a man, I'm not. I'm just saying this though. If my woman want to get her hair done, I'll pay her to get her hair done and everything. But one thing I'm gonna do is if I'm gonna give you money to give your hair done, I don't want you coming back with no terrible wig. If you're gonna get a wig on your head, a weave, whatever, come back with it. It better be something top notch. Because I hate to see a woman with terrible a wig on their weave on their head. My God, bruh.
I cannot. I cannot. Low key, some people natural hair be looking better than some of them weaves, but
If you can keep your natural hair, that's cool with me. But I understand if you're gonna cut your hair and get the Neil Long look, which is incredible, make sure that look right. But remember, if you get the Neil Long look, you're gonna have to go. That's hard to keep up. You're gonna have to go
facts.
and
Every
get that
week
hair
going on.
done every week. Hey man, come on now, man. I got people in my family that got my cousin hair salon. I mean, he got a whole salon. He cut hair and everything. I know all this. My godmother or whatever like that. That my mother's best friend owned a hair salon in Oakland, California. I know all about this. My mother used to get this when I was a kid. She used to get the short. She had the short hair thing, And I always say, you just left this Saturday. And guess what she tell me? Well, that's what happened when you get your hair short. So and she grew her hair back. She said, I can't do this, so you're gonna be having to spending money.
That is right. Or know how to do your own and make it look just as good. But it's
most people
hard.
don't know how to do that anyway, though. But so yeah, you be better off growing your hair or getting that wig. I mean weave, you know what I mean? If you're gonna get a wig, right.
Yeah. I'm not a wig girly, but I love my sewing. But this hair ain't cheap. Okay, so
that costs about almost $200, and it's inflation too. So you're gonna spend some
more
money
than
on
that. More than that. It's given depending on how many bundles you need, but it's just giving about 3-4. About 3-4.
Oh,
but see, you gotta, but PG frugal. I'll catch you on a Thanksgiving sale, or I'll make sure I got that promo code in the checkout because you stack up. That's what I do when it's on sale. I stack up, so I'm good for the year. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, y'all ladies with that wig, y'all better make sure you get that wig together.
Well, make sure y'all cut because the men are getting lace fronts too now.
Ooh, they is. And I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. I saw on IG and when I went to the barbershop, this dude got a lace front on his head. I'm like, bro, just I'm gonna chill. Let me stop.
That's been going on.
I'm gonna chill.
For the past like 4 years, they have people over here getting those situations going on. So
yeah, man. I'm like, he be like, look at my line. I'm like, nigga, you just was at the barbershop and got you a lace front. You better hope that junk stay. I'm like this. You better hope that you better not do nothing wrong. You must be dancing and sweating and you sweating that stuff come off your head.
And don't have a Beijing child. Oh, that's a whole other thing.
Hey, Puff, did you see when quarantine happened? Did you see the dudes was looking that gray? A lot of these niggas sitting there growing their dyeing that beard in their hair. That nigga Puff was looking like he was 70 years old, bro.
I really wasn't looking, but
Hey, I mean, it wasn't no trade. The man was on IG Live. My man had he went from like he was born in the 1950s. I'm just being honest with you.
Oh God! Before we get out of here, let's just address last.
Okay, my bad. We gotta. I mean, it's a.
No, you good.
We're almost close to an hour. We about to be up out of here. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just wanted to address the last few of these before we get out of here. Since the season is over, you know what I'm saying. And Detroit, it's been real. It's been fun recapping these episodes with you. I appreciate the joint venture and all. I just want to say that before I forget.
We'll do it again if it's a season 3. We would do it again if it's a season 3. It ain't up to us. We did our job. So hopefully Max or whatever it's called now, they bring it back.
Facts. So Tamika said, I don't understand why Chastity can't be the day-to-day manager and Francois do the music management. That is an option, but I don't understand. Do you think there's a specific reason why Francois don't F with Chastity, or do you think it's just a money thing, or do you think it's like an LGBTQ beef? Like, what do you think is going on with this? Because sometimes the men's they don't like the studs and they be beef. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts.
She is a stud. I ain't gonna hold you though. She was knocking down that beautiful assistant at the record. Well, I guess that's over with. Them playing with them breast assists, them things over with. She got that lady say, I don't want nothing to do with you. But I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know what's going on with them too. Maybe I say ego. You know what I mean? That's all I could say.
Yeah, that could be it too. Okay. Tamika says, seems to me that Chastity did get the deal. Alex Boss was buying her. Yeah, she was buying it, but I feel like I don't know the way, because the last thing we saw was the conversation between Alex and Chastity. So the way Alex was like, well, I don't think it's going to work out with, either way. So romantically and professionally. So that tells me that Alex probably told her boss, nah, we good. You know what I'm saying? Because she's the one that recommended him, regardless of how Chastity was spewing it. Granted, her boss has to say so, but it just made it seem like Chastity just effed up the whole thing to me. What do you think about
Right. Man, I really didn't care about like I really don't care about this, but I don't, to be honest with you, PJ, I don't know what's going on, man. To honest, I really don't. They confuse me with this, man. Like honestly, like I'm gonna be honest with you, right?
it? Okay.
And I'm not I'm trying to be kind of, I want to be political correct, but I can't do it.
Okay.
They wasted the whole episode on this Red Bull situation, um, this damn birthday party of, you know what I mean, Mia sitting there jealous. Like, you went from telling him not to go to Los Angeles with you, now you jealous of his. Like, what are you jealous of? You said the man was broken. You all about, you a city girl, not, you know, when you broke as a joke, and you feel like this dude is stepping up, and he's, I mean, I don't want to say stepping, he been doing what he was supposed to do. Now you sitting there jealous.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
wasted 30, 25 minutes at this birthday party when it could have been some other things, man.
I do agree. Like there wasn't I mean there were cute little moments here and there, but there wasn't like any content that really, because normally when you have a finale and you have like a show where it's like one specific setting or scene, but it has so much content and things you could draw from it, it makes sense. But this ain't really, I mean, it would have been cute if it was like maybe a few minutes, but literally the whole episode was kind of threaded through this party. And I'm like, okay,
Right.
for a
A
finale.
party. Yeah, this is a filler episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't hate it. You know, it was cute, but it wasn't like finale worthy to me, you know, unless this was like a supposed to be a 10 episode season, then okay, it's cute or whatever, but not for the finale. But
This kind of remind me of the season finale of BMF, bruh. Horrible.
I don't remember what was it about.
The cliffhanger, him going to Atlanta, and Carl
Oh,
Winslow
okay.
coming to the club and shooting it, which is goofy.
Yeah, that
Then
was
they had a random light, and they end up shooting up Keisha. I think that's her name, Lala, whatever her name. I mean, I forgot her name. I don't know, man. And then, you know, I mean, Markeisha, yeah, like, bro, man, I'm gonna be honest with you for BMF. If y'all got some goofy moment, I'm gonna sit there and troll. I'm going off. I'm tired of seeing goofy stuff with this series, bro. It better be better than season 2. I'm going off.
Hey, we gonna see. I hope so. I'm not gonna lie,
Jesus
because
Christ, man.
Raising Kanan is killing all y'all, honestly.
He's incredible writing.
So that's the thing, right? And we'll get out of here because this is not really like, you know, related to rap base, but it's content. But when y'all put out a show like Raising Kanan and y'all under the umbrella of the same company or, you know, universe, okay, I don't understand why the same amount of quality can't be. All shows aren't created equal, apparently, but it's just crazy how, you know, one show could be so great and others not so much. Or at least one, not so much. It is what it is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. AP, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you because you says to me, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Mm-hmm. I hate to say this, man, but stars, can y'all get like? And I love my drug shows and everything like that. I was just talking to my aunt, and I was just looking through Stars Library. They got no disrespect, Pete. Don't kill me on this. I know you like this show. I don't like it. I think it need to be canceled, but that's just my opinion. They got P Valley, all the Power series, and they got BMF. Where's the positivity on the network? Like honestly, like, bro, I was looking at the interview. 50 Cent said he shopped his deal. He shopped. He shopped For Life for them, and they turned it down. That was on ABC. That's not an ABC show. It got 2 seasons. They canceled it, but it should have never been canceled. Why you didn't pick that up? What's wrong with showing the positivity? I know you want to show some stripping, some drug dealing. That's everything is cool. But I mean, black people do more than just sell drugs, and women doesn't strip. You have some women lawyers. You have women senators. You have women who created, you know, hair, nails. I'm talking about black woman that does a lot of things. It's a lot of black women, and people always talk about and black empower black women. We need to show what black women create. Black women did a lot of things in this world. Not talking about right now. I'm talking about before I was even born. And they never highlight that. And I think that's some BS if you ask me. Same as highlighting what men have did. Black men, no other race. I'm talking about black people. But you're not highlighting that. All you're doing is highlighting drug dealing. You know what I mean? Killing people, fathers and mothers, doing all this and stripping. Man, that's not us, man.
Yeah.
That's all I ask for.
There was, I can't remember this show, but there was a good show that got canceled. And the conversation was happy content don't sell or is not good. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel there's a lot of truth to that because a lot of people gravitate towards the violence and the sex and the drugs. It is human nature. You know, we normally gravitate to worlds that we're not a part of. But I do agree there should be diversity, but at the same time, the audience has to show up too. And it seems like our audience don't really want that, but it's twofold, right? I feel like it's the responsibility of the content creator to put forth certain shows and for the producers and the studios to approve such shows for us to watch. But at the same time, we have to watch such shows. Like I want to go on a Color Purple rant, but I'm not. But
I'm gonna say this though, right? Now I'm you know, I know your birthday coming. I'm gonna get you something for your birthday too. You know what I mean? Just let your husband know I'm gonna give you a donation. I don't want him coming up here trying to find me. You know, we good. You know, when y'all come up here, I'm gonna take him to get the Cartiers with us, so we good. You know what I mean? I don't want him saying, "What you doing?" So you know, we gotta support our creators. I'm the PG. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really donating to a lot of people. It's only I can name how many people I donate to. Other than that, man, I'm not donating to none of really y'all. But I got you something for your birthday. But I mean, if you feel like it, if you want to cover Color Purple, we could do that because thanks to my mother, I didn't want to go. But I went to see the movie. I took it. The movie was trash.
I heard it wasn't that good. See, I just wasn't. Oh God, I don't want to get into it. Now, I don't want my black card to be taken, right? But I didn't watch Color Purple, the original one, until I was a whole adult.
Me too.
I grew up in a family full of dudes who was in them streets, and they was not watching Color Purple. Okay, so I didn't until I went to college, and I realized, oh, this is a thing. People, you know, I went ahead and watched it. Just I don't know. I'm not interested in the black struggle life. I'm just not. That ain't my thing, and I don't do musicals. So I definitely
me neither. You're not by yourself though. Like honestly, like the first Color Purple, I didn't see that until I was in high school, and I damn near wasn't paying attention to it. The only reason I would watch it because I'm over at Christmas and Thanksgiving, and then when they turn it on, I go right to the back and play Xbox or look at football. I never really liked that. Like, yes, master, what do you want?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know how like a few years ago we had the whole like. Just every year it was this new slave movie. I could watch maybe one or two of it and it serves a purpose or if it's educational, if it's, you know, a biography or something or autobiography. I just can't do it. Like real life is depressing enough. Don't get me wrong. Really, if it's educational, I'm here for it. But just on the strength of, you know, hey, we're gonna put out a new slave movie by, you know, Will Smith or this, you know, whatever. I don't know. And then I don't really rock with Oprah. That's a whole other thing. We could end the show. I don't rock with
her neither, to be honest with you. I think she's a clout chaser to me, and she's a clown, and she only put. I'm gonna just be honest. I mean, maybe on the Team Toxic thing, whenever you set that back up, I will explain more. But I don't rock with her. And Color Purple is horrible. You know, what I mean, this one was horrible. Shout out to Fantasia for bodying, but it was horrible. Yeah, I want to go there and see. But yay, we got like, bro, like it's 2023, about to be 2024 in about 4 days, I think. And you guys are still giving us this content that nobody really cares about. Everybody said it was trash. I even agree. I'm never going to see it again.
Who asked for it?
No, I didn't. We didn't ask for it. Come with something else.
It's a money grab to me, honestly. Y'all just, and then it's just like I feel like society in Hollywood is always trying to keep their foot on our necks and keep us reminding us where the hell we so-called came from, according to them. Well, we really came from royalty, but y'all don't want to show that.
Exactly.
We don't see no movies about that, right?
That's a
Okay.
fact. I'm tired of seeing African movies like The Woman King. And how a woman gonna be a king? No disrespect, Peter. A woman can't be a king. A woman could be a princess. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not, and I love my black woman. I love women in general, but like a woman can't be king. Why would a woman want to be a king? A woman's supposed to be representing for the sisters. The woman, like, yeah, we, woman empowerment. Stop trying to be trying to be like a man. Be a real woman. That's what's wrong with these. Like, I hate seeing women telling another dude or woman that something. You know what? You don't have one of those. You are a woman.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie, so I really can't comment on it. But
yeah,
give us more stories. We have millions and millions of stories out there, Hollywood. You don't have to keep retelling the same one. That's all.
And my uncle said that Force is like a cartoon to him. He said, and I thought about it. He was like, yeah, because something like he said, what person gonna say cancel Christmas when it's time to kill somebody? He said, think about this. I said, you know what? You're right.
Yeah. Yes, it's giving macaroni and cheese. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, PJ, I know you was out about it. Shout out to Brillo. Brillo really gonna give Tommy the MVP of the year. I'm like, we really gonna get Tommy? What is he
I
MVP
watched part of that. Mm-hmm.
My God! I wish you could have came up there, man. I know you was busy, man, but we like MVP or what?
Shout out to Brillo. I think he was sniffing a little bit of glue when he was cleaning up.
Hey,
some of that Elmer's got into the brain.
Right. Hey, PG, how you the MVP when you left the snitch open? You left a snitch. You let this dude talking about, I think we can use it for information.
It's okay.
I'm done, man.
It's an opinion, I guess, right?
Oh my God, man.
What do you have coming up on your channel, Detroit, with the people?
What have that coming up? Oh, tonight, you know what I mean, at 1:30 in the morning, we're gonna be talking about Raising Canaan. I'm not doing the spoilers. You'll find out what happened tonight, and hopefully you tune in, PG. Hopefully when you up, I hope you come through and like you always do, and get you a good laugh at before you go to bed.
Yeah, send me the link. I ain't got to work tomorrow, so y'all can send me the link. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. I'm about to send it to you. Okay, bet we're about to send it to you. And if you, I'm gonna be honest. It was you, me, and Paperboy up there. I had that live right there is almost about to be at 300, and it's people that it's people taking our talking points on that, and it's people that's actually agreeing with me and you and Paperboy. Even my uncle agreed and said this what he said. He said the little nigga needed to be neutralized. He reckless.
I don't understand why people just don't understand. Like, maybe I'm just, how like you could see like 2 points of like a 2 points of a situation. I don't understand why people don't understand our point of view. Like, I don't understand.
Exactly. Like I said, I was like, PJ, I was like, I knew everybody was gonna hate Rock on that. I was like, take your feelings aside of hating her. She didn't do nothing wrong. Now I would have never did that, but she had to do what would need to be done. The dude is reckless, bro. He is green. You sitting there giving out beepers outside. When I'm a 90s baby, just like you are. When I saw somebody doing beepers and got a bag and doing it, we only suspect they was doing two things. Either it was a rapper or a drug dealer.
Exactly.
So I don't get it. I really don't get it. A lot of people agree with us, like, yo, y'all right. Like, take the feelings aside. Rock did nothing wrong. She know that he can't go nowhere because they gonna come and check on him. And if he ain't there, they both going to jail.
Exactly.
It's a genius move.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we're just geniuses. I don't understand.
Yeah, I know. We are, man. Shout out to Paperboy. Shout out to everybody that's starting to see the point now. Oh yeah, you know what? Y'all was right. Oh yeah, we was right. I was looking at me and you. I was looking at STG. Oh, they even said they said the same. They agree with. They said which she ain't really did nothing wrong. They actually agreed with us.
Yeah, I was in the middle of watching their review because I think they just uploaded today.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get to finish. I'm gonna probably finish when we get off. But yeah, I love their channel when their reviews. They're hilarious to me.
Facts.
But yeah, Detroit, you're gonna be live at 1:30.
Yeah.
Y'all see my review Sunday morning of episode 5 of Raising Canaan. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Stay tuned. Of course, this show is over, but we still got content coming out for y'all. So please stay tuned, like the video, and subscribe. Detroit, you have any final words?
If PG can find another TV show to do, and I like it, we'll do something else. You know what I mean? I don't watch P Valley, so I don't do that. But if it's me and PG can collab on a fashion show because I'm liking the fashion on Raising Canaan. If I had to pick who's the fashion king, I would have to pick Unique. I like what Rock is rocking. Kanan has been rocking some things. And Marvin. Oh my God, my man Marvin, man. That man stay in some doggone you ain't never seen that man with no gym shoes on. You ain't never seen.
If it ain't hard bottom, he ain't trying them. Okay,
He ain't trying to. Marvin is a clean cut dude.
Marvin said, "I'm a grown man. Okay, leave the Timbs to Lulu. Okay."
Is that like let him? Shout out to Lulu though. I know you're gonna get it together, my brother. But shout out to you. I rock with you too, my G.
Yeah, just make sure you taking showers. We good.
Okay? Take a shower in the dirtiest fashion is Ronnie. That nigga got a pants on, like, bro. Like, it's okay to sag just a little bit, my G. And why you walking so stiff, man? Like, dang, nigga, you ain't like stop walking stiff, man.
I don't know. We gotta give us some advice. Maybe we have a advice show at the end, after the mid season. We
the mid season episode 5.
Yeah.
So I mean next weekend can happen because it ain't gonna be no Raising Canaan next week.
Facts. Oh, it's not. It's gonna be a break.
It's gonna be a break.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for coming through again. 1:30 at Detroit's channel. Raising Canaan. Y'all already know what it is. All right. See y'all later. Bye.
Peace.